So I'm gonna give you a rundown of my 50-mile walk attempt and discuss some of the things that I learned, the emotional highs and lows, and you can decide if you wanna do it for yourself. This is me hanging out and getting ready to go on a really long walk with my friends. Not quite sure how everything's going to end up.
Well, I've been walking since 2 a.m. Lots of emotions. Part of it is the psychological part. I'm almost done. I stepped through the ice once, messing around at Liberty Park.
For some reason, I've always wanted to walk 50 miles on no sleep. So last week, we set out to do that. My friend Andy and Spencer came along with me, and we're gonna kind of give you a rundown of what happened. So looking this fly takes work, and you need to prepare. You do that by getting water, music, get food, nutrition, shoes that you've walked in before, a backpack to hold everything. You need 2 jackets, one that's insulated, another waterproof version. Say bye to your wife, bring a friend, and then start walking in the morning early and walk. And you'll pass by stores and you'll want to buy donuts. You'll walk more, and then you'll walk, and the walk will start to be a hobble around mile 20. You'll see great stuff. You'll keep walking. And let's talk about pain. The hamstrings and the blisters are really what's gonna start to get you. You know, it may be in your ankles or whatever, but after a while, I just started to feel a general ache, but it wasn't too bad.
I wanna pause real quick and just call out Spencer's walking stick. In the last shot, he was walking with a walking stick, and he said, "Hey Dale, you got any walking sticks? We should bring some." I wouldn't have done that, but having done this once, I definitely will always, if I want to make it easier on myself, I'm always gonna bring walking sticks. It really is a great way to kind of entertain yourself from walking and take some of the pressure off of your legs.
Okay, we've gone 33.8 miles. It's been eventful, it's kind of hard. We are headed towards the capital. And but we're in good spirits. It's great bro time.
Having a good time. I was curious what the record was for how long someone had walked at one point, and it turns out that Dean Karnazes in one go ran 350 miles without sleeping or stopping to sleep or eat, okay? So he ate, but he didn't stop to sleep, and I don't think he slept while he was running. And then there's this other guy in like 1986. He had the Guinness Book of World Records. He walked for 6 days and 10 hours, over 400 miles, and he was moving 98% of the time, which is absolutely insane. But so my 50 miles, really, it's been done. There are people called centurions that walk 100 miles in 24 hours. So what I've done isn't crazy spectacular.
I am, and I'm just about to hit 50 miles. Lots of emotions.
We should just stop things for just a second. This point where I'm talking, saying like, oh, I'm feeling okay, it's right after I just like bawled my eyes out for a good 2 minutes.
I love doing stuff like this because it makes me feel super alive. Doing something really hard, I felt some feelings of euphoria and just really good. And I actually just got really sad talking to my brother Carl. When I looked up how far I was, I thought I was 1.5 miles away. And I saw that I was still 2.5 miles and kind of bummed me out. And I had the really intense desire to just cry a little bit because I set a 50-mile target. Beating my old record of 30 just was a breeze. And yeah, so here we're on the home stretch. It's late and I'm happy to be done soon.
So one of my goals was that I didn't get hurt, not permanently, but I didn't want to be sick for several days after. And sometimes when I really exert myself, I put myself in a bad way. So the only 2 things I noticed from this trip are, 1, I definitely needed to sleep a lot more when I was done. I went to bed at 8 p.m. and slept in until 8 a.m., so 12 hours is amazing. I was only sore for 2 days after, and the only residual effect I had was a little numbness in my left leg from some sciatica. When I was a missionary in Portugal, I had the same thing, and it eventually went away. So I've been inverting and doing things to make that feel better. but otherwise I don't have any lingering effects. You'd think numbness is maybe kind of a bad thing, and I definitely think that it's not awesome, but it's been 2 weeks or so, and it's definitely 90% better. All right, so that's a wrap. I enjoyed the experience. I think it's awesome. Why do I do these things? I love doing hard stuff. I think that life is hard, and there are a lot of things that if we can push through in life, that our life will be way better. Whether that's avoiding distraction or, not checking our email all the time, or not getting obsessed with Facebook, or not binge watching Netflix. All of those things take discipline. So it's the same reason I take cold showers and do other things like that, is because it makes us tougher. So I like to test myself by doing things like a 50-mile walk, or whatever, right? Long bike rides, long swims, just things to push ourselves. And I think that as we do that, we'll become better leaders, entrepreneurs, and have more influence. So that's why I do it. I'm definitely gonna do it again, and I hope you join in. So if you wanna see more things like this, then subscribe to the channel, and thanks for following along. See you on the next one.